Take me back to the fun. Back when there wasn't a puzzle piece game. Back when this mode wasn't just completely lazy. Back when we saw good content in the game, getting us hype. Remember the good days when we had beautiful content. Good old times. Good old times. But yo, back again with another MyTeam video. And I'm back here today. We are going to make our predictions for what is going to drop tomorrow. I mean, as you can see on the screen, this is what came out last year. We have typically, like, on this date, okay, I don't know what this just did. Oh my goodness gracious. Can I delete this? Let me X that. But yeah, literally last couple of years, these drop on this date of this week have been typically good. If you look in 2K21, we got Giannis, Anthony Davis, John Morant, Tatum, free card. If you don't know, we got all these free cards. It was so hyped up. And that Tatum was a really nice card, but this game is just, and that Larry Hughes was good for some people too. That Bob Sir was a good budget card. Now it doesn't look like they're doing any of this. And that Font Maker was, there was so much good content. So much good content, man. What happens to this game? But yeah, even in 2K21, you look at this week, this came out the 22nd, because, right around the same date as the 20th. We got LeBron, T-Mac on the Friday. We got Ben Simmons, Porzingis. So typically speaking, this is typically when my team is at its, it is strong point. They always drop fire around this time. They even dropped J.R. Smith around this time, even though he came out last week as predicted. But they did do J.R. Smith. But if you look at Chinese New Year's comes out January 22nd. So Chinese New Year is going to be this weekend. So I got to think, I don't think looking at the content the way we usually is their most fire drop. I still think it's going to be fire, but I think it's going to be mainly around Chinese New Year's. Maybe they don't completely do it all around it, maybe a few cards. But I feel like they're gonna drop their typical cards they drop on this day. They typically would, but since it's Chinese New Year's, I feel like they're gonna go a lot to that. Because by next week, Chinese New Year's will be long gone. So they're probably, they gotta do it this week. It's gonna be this week, because Chinese New Year's by Monday. They don't drop content on Monday, so yeah, that'll be long. It'll be long gone. If you look at all the past releases, they got Yao Ming, Stephon Marbury. So I'm gonna make my predictions of who I think is gonna come. I wrote it down to why I think these players are gonna come out. This was 2K19 Chinese New Year's drop. They get Michael Beasley, ZQ, which is possibly seeing, but. I'm first predicting off like Yao Ming. He drops like in every Chinese New Year's drop. Like every Chinese New Year's. And he was a duo with Steve Francis back then. Steve Francis is a possible candidate to come out. But no, he got a Pink Diamond Trophy case card. He's not going to get a card. Forgot. So yeah, he's not going to get a card. He's a card I could see coming out. What I personally think is going to happen tomorrow, I think they're going to drop a Galaxy Opal Tracy McGrady. Hear me out why, like, it's December 9th. T-Mac hasn't dropped in almost over 2 months ago. He only has 8 Hall of Fame badges. They can drop Galaxy Opal Tracy McGrady during this drop, and it would make a lot of sense with Yao Ming. Like, Yao Ming and T-Mac, even in 2K19, like, a long time ago, but they both were the headliners. It was Jeremy Limb, obviously. He just got an amethyst, so in a pink diamond, so he wouldn't be in it. But you see Tracy McGrady, Yao Ming, I feel like they'll go back to that. And they'll remind us like why they're here and why they will get a card. So that's my prediction I'm currently going off of right now. I'm saying Yao Ming, and I'm going with T-Mac as my main prediction. Another player I'm hearing mentioned is Bol because he was born the year of the rabbit. Like, I don't think Bol is gonna get a card though, because I mean, Bol typically does not get a card in January. Like, in any year at 2K, I looked in all 3 years to like verify, he has not gotten a card in January. Like, not once. So I think that's safe to say that Bol isn't getting a card, even though he's born some of the year to rabbit. He can be a free card. I don't see it. I just don't see it. I don't see it with Bol. I don't think he's getting a card, and yeah, I don't see it at all. I don't see it at all. The next card is ZQ. I think this guy, if he's in, I don't know if he's in my team anymore. I'm not even sure. I can check real quick in the background. Let me try to search his name. Let's see if his name pops up. I don't know if he's in. His name doesn't pop up. But if he's in the game, I suspect we see him in the game again. He's another possible candidate to come out, which I think it's a high probability he comes out, you know, if he's in the game. If he's not in the game, obviously he wouldn't come out, but he would not come out. But another candidate I have is Stephon Marbury. You know, he did drop in 2K19 for Chinese New Year's. Stephon Marbury did drop. What did he do last year for Chinese New Year's around the date? Wasn't this date Yao Ming? We can check real quick. Wasn't it like, I don't know what date Chinese New Year's was in 2K21. Was it? It was can't even find 2K21 Chinese New Year's. I'm like looking for it. Okay, it was February 16th. They dropped Klay Thompson, Chris Kaman. So Yao Ming typically, I mean, he drops every Chinese New Year. So Yao Ming is like a lock. And you notice Al Harrington got a card. So Jared Solinger might get a card. I don't know if he played in the Chinese New Year's League, which is very possible. Kyle Anderson also got a card too. Dwayne Wade, when did Dwayne Wade play for China? But you know, we look at players that played in China as well. We can look there. LeBron James, Lee China. I mean, but we look at players that played. Dwayne Wade, I don't know when Dwayne Wade played for China. Someone let me know when Dwayne Wade played for China, because I don't recall him ever playing for China. Lance Stevenson's a possible candidate, because I think he played for China. And he hasn't gotten a card in a little minute. He hasn't gotten it, like, since his diamond card. I mean, he hasn't gotten a card in a low-key a long time. October, so I mean, he's a possible candidate. Also, like a budget Gilbert Arenas is also another card I could see. If he's like an amethyst and diamond version, which he might come out, it's a possibility. And also another candidate is Taco Fall, because Taco Fall does, I mean, he does play in the Chinese league now. Like, if you look at, let's look at Taco Fall is playing like Shaq in the Chinese league. Like, Taco Fall is a possible candidate. He's a possible candidate to get a card tomorrow. I don't think he will come out with Yao Ming. It's possible, because he does play for the Chinese league. But would they drop Taco Fall the same day as Yao Ming? I just don't see it. I don't think it makes sense. So I'm leaning towards Yao Ming, T-Mac, ZQ, Stephon Marbury, Gilbert Arenas, Lance Stevenson. Another candidate I could see, I just don't think they're gonna drop another center, is Dwight Howard. He's in the Chinese league too, but he's another case where are they gonna drop 2 centers at the same time? I mean, Dwight Howard doesn't really need an upgrade unless he's an Amethyst card. I can see him maybe doing an Amethyst Dwight because they have to like add card numbers. So if it's an Amethyst Dwight Howard, then maybe. But I don't see it. I don't see it at all. With him getting a better card. Just a better card. Michael Beasley's another one, but I don't think Michael Beasley's even in my team anymore. So Jared Sullinger's another Amethyst. Like, I'm seeing him a lot, so I think he might get a card to just... It's gonna be centered around Chinese New Year's, which that's my prediction. It's gonna be centered around that. It's gonna be centered around, like, don't expect typically like the most fire drop in the world. I mean, it's still gonna be crazy good actually. T-Mac and Yao Ming, but it's not gonna be like the B set where they drop free because it's about Chinese New Year still. At least I think it is, unless they just drop Yao Ming and it still drop fire everywhere else, which I don't. I mean, they're just not gonna drop Yao Ming and Giannis. That doesn't make any. In my opinion, that just doesn't make sense. I mean, Yao Ming and Giannis in one drop, that doesn't make any sense. That don't even look right. So, yeah, we're going with... So, as my prediction state, make sure I showed everything. This was 2K19. 2K... What 2K was this? They dropped Kawhi Leonard this year, which I don't think Kawhi's dropping this time around. I don't think he's going to drop this time. But yeah, that's who we're gonna go with. That is who I'm going with right now. We're standing by those predictions. So Yao Ming, T-Mac, don't think Bobo's coming. ZQ, potentially Dwight Howard, Gilbert Arenas, Lance Stevenson, Stephon Marbury. Yeah, I think those are my main predictions for this week, with a little chance of Taco Fall. Maybe they do Diamond Taco Fall. I don't know, man. And I think Jared Sullinger is definitely gonna get a card because if he's in the game, he gets a card, a low tier card. But that's what we're going with. See y'all in the next My Team video, and let me know what you want as content tomorrow. And yeah, see y'all in the next video, and see y'all.